run by Dallas to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Down before he truly gets started.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Lockett. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tershawn Wharton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. In on offense.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. From the 16, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's
in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can...
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes is looking again for Kelsey there on that play. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football?
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now Brown. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a...
Out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to... I know you're right there with me.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
He's in front of him, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play.
Too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, I don't know how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards on 2nd and 12. Mahomes, the killer here, it's complete. Now a loose football, the ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little 27. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss. Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it. Precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. 43. On the give, this is Dallas. And he'll take this ahead for about...
Run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll take it across the 50. And
certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained run.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Play action. Now it's Murray. Open man is Uzama. And he's got... Oh, here's a running play now for Thielen. He juked him. Play fake. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch.
I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try and put the hammer down.
They'll run with Dallas. He will push his way down to about... Once again, it's Dallas. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4. Nagar's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that.
Mahomes now to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Now we'll run with Dallas. And he's able to take this one up to the 30.
Find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Dallas. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time. Keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now Edwards-Helaire, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the pass.
Your ears back time indeed. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. With it is Brown. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. Murray now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get to it at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now the Chiefs are... So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Taking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the pass, it ends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long... Now Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. That's caught left side by the tight end Gray. 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback.
Wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone.
Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised after something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas. On play action, it's Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. But trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill.
Actually, maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. Mahomes now on first down. And that one's going to be off target. And again, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the
if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him
Last
down.
quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That's complete. It's Cornell Powell. The 20. Touchdown. Cornell Powell. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Strong running at the 30. And he's going to get it.
It's the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well.
3rd and 1. Murray going to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yeah. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Space, and he takes off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the... Huntley to throw. And that throw behind.
Big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To analyze this one, to me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change it? That drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now needing a score here in the late going. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete.
The game's over.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 58 yards. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in
1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Dallas. This will be stopped about 2 yards short. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run. Again, it's Dallas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
That is caught. It's Uzama. And he is out of bounds, but not before.
Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Out off to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return. They're going to give it to Gordon, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken. Mahomes will throw. And he'll be hit as he... Third down. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken. Fourth down. Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Bioski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use them from the left hash. This from 39. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 8.